Welcome to Sleepy English. Research shows that reviewing information right before sleep helps the brain consolidate it into long-term memory. During the day, our minds are full of distractions, but just before bed, the brain can focus on what you just learned and strengthen it overnight. So, tonight, let's gently practice English with two simple dialogues.
Running into each other again. Olivia. Hey, Daniel, right? From the language course last month. Daniel. Oh, Olivia, yes, I remember you. We were in the same speaking group. Exactly, I wasn't sure if it was you at first. Same here, I almost didn't say hello because I thought I might be wrong. I'm glad you did. How have you been? Pretty good, just busy with work lately. What about you? Busy too. I started a new job 2 weeks ago, so my schedule changed a lot. That sounds exciting. What kind of job is it? I work at a small travel agency now. I help customers plan trips and answer emails. That fits you. I remember you liked talking about traveling in class. Yes, I still do. Now I talk about travel all day, even when I'm tired. That's actually a nice problem to have. Are you still attending English classes? Not at the moment. I stopped after the course ended. I wanted a short break. I understand. After the final week, my brain felt completely full. Same, but I noticed my English becomes worse when I don't practice. I feel that too. That's why I try to speak whenever I get the chance. Do you remember the group presentation we did? Yes, I was so nervous that day. My hands were shaking. Honestly, I couldn't notice. You looked confident. Really, I was just trying not to forget my sentences. I forgot one of mine and started improvising. I remember that. You handled it well though. Inside, I was panicking. They start walking slowly together down the street. Do you live around here? Yes, I moved to this neighborhood recently. It's quieter than my old area. I come here often because my office is nearby. There's a nice cafe at the corner. I think I know the one with the big windows. Yes, that's it. I sometimes sit there after work to relax. Maybe I should try it. I usually go straight home and feel tired for no reason. Changing small habits can help with that. How was your new job so far? Better than I expected. The first days were stressful because I had to learn many systems. Learning new software always takes time. Yes, and I was afraid of making mistakes in front of customers. Did that happen? Of course. On my second day, I sent an email with the wrong date. That sounds stressful. It was, but my manager said mistakes are normal at the beginning. That helped me relax. Good managers make a huge difference. What about your work? Are you still at the design company? Yes, but my role changed recently. Now I work more with clients. Do you enjoy that? I do, but speaking English with international clients still makes me nervous. Really? Your English was already good in class. Classroom English feels easier than real conversations. That's true. Real conversations move faster. Sometimes clients speak very quickly, and I need a few seconds to understand. I experienced the same thing on phone calls. I learned to ask people to repeat politely. That's a useful skill. I'm still learning how to interrupt naturally. Me too, it feels rude sometimes, even when it isn't. They stop at a crosswalk and wait for the lights. Do you still study English at home? Yes, but differently now. I watch interviews and try to repeat sentences aloud. That sounds effective. It helps with pronunciation and confidence. What about you? I listen to podcasts while cooking dinner. Even when I don't understand everything, I continue listening. That's a good strategy. Understanding gradually feels less frustrating. Do you ever feel stuck in learning? Sometimes I reach moments where I feel no progress for weeks. Exactly, then suddenly something becomes easy. Language learning is strange like that. They continue walking toward the cafe. Do you have time for coffee? I was going there anyway. Sure, I don't have plans right now. Great, it will feel like a small reunion from class. Yes, but without homework. They enter the cafe and sit near the window. Waiter. What can I get for you? A cappuccino, please. Americano for me, please. Coming right up. This place is nice, calm but not silent. That's why I like it. After work, silence feels heavy sometimes. I understand. Background noise can feel comforting. Do you still talk to anyone from our class? Not really. We said we would stay in touch, but everyone became busy. That happens often after courses end. It's a bit sad though. We shared many experiences together. Yes, learning together creates a special connection. Maybe we should practice speaking sometimes. I was thinking the same thing. Casual conversations help more than formal exercises. And less pressure too. The drinks arrive. Here you go. Thank you. Thanks. I feel more relaxed already. Today was long at work. Mondays always feel longer than other days. True, I kept checking the clock after lunch. What do you usually do to relax after work? I walk or read. Recently, I started journaling in English. That's a great idea. Writing helps organize thoughts. Yes, and I noticed my vocabulary growing slowly. I want to become more consistent with practice. Maybe we can meet once a week and talk only in English. That sounds helpful and realistic. Not like homework, just conversation. Exactly. Outside, it begins to rain lightly. Look, it's raining again. Perfect weather for staying inside longer. I don't mind. This conversation reminds me of our class days. Me too, but now we feel less nervous speaking. That means we improved. Yes, even if progress felt slow. I'm glad we met again today. For this, we barely talked in class. True, we always sat in different groups. Sometimes you need a second meeting to really talk. I agree. So next week, same cafe? Yes, let's do that. Good. We'll call it our unofficial English practice. Deal. I should go soon before the rain gets stronger. Same here. I have an early meeting tomorrow. It was really nice catching up, Daniel. You too, Olivia. I'm glad we finally had a proper conversation. See you next week then. See you next week. An unexpected conversation after class. Nathan. Hey, Claire, right? From the evening writing workshop. Claire. Oh, hi Nathan. Yes, that's me. I didn't expect to see anyone from class here. Same, I almost walked past you, but then I recognized your notebook. The blue one? I bring it everywhere now. The teacher said writing daily helps. I remember that advice. I tried it for a few days, then I forgot. At least you started. That's already better than doing nothing. True. How have you been since the course ended? Pretty good. Just busy with work. I missed the class though. It gave structure to my week. I feel the same. Tuesdays feel strangely empty now. Yes, it was nice having a reason to leave the house in the evening. Are you still writing in English? I try to, mostly short journal entries about my day, nothing very exciting. Everyday topics are actually the hardest to write about. Exactly, it's easier to describe big ideas than simple daily moments. That's true. I notice I don't know basic vocabulary when I try to describe normal routines. Same problem here. They walk slowly toward the bus stop together. Do you work nearby? Yes, I work in an office building 2 streets from here. What about you? I work remotely, so I usually stay home all day. Today I came out just to change my routine. That sounds healthy. Staying inside too much affects your mood. Definitely, after several days at home, I start feeling disconnected. That's one reason I joined the writing workshop. I wanted to meet people, not only improve English. Me too, but I was too shy to talk much during class. Really? I thought you were just quiet because you were focused. Honestly, I was always thinking about grammar mistakes before speaking. I understand that feeling perfectly. Do you remember the group discussion about travel stories? Yes, when everyone had to speak for 2 minutes without notes. That exercise terrified me. Me too. My mind went completely blank at first. But after a few sentences, it became easier. That moment taught me confidence grows while speaking, not before. I wish we had more sessions like that. Maybe we can create our own practice somehow. That's not a bad idea. They reach the bus stop and sit on a bench. Are you waiting for the number 12 bus? Yes, it usually arrives around this time. Good, then we're going the same direction. What kind of writing do you enjoy most? Personal stories. I like describing small moments and emotions. That sounds difficult but meaningful. What about you? I enjoy writing opinions, but organizing my ideas in English takes time. Writing forces you to think clearly. That's why it's challenging. Have you noticed improvements since the course? Yes, especially in confidence. I don't stop writing when I don't know a word anymore. What do you do instead? I describe the idea differently using simpler words. That's actually a smart strategy. Are you still reading English articles like you mentioned in class? Yes, every morning with coffee. At first it was slow, but now I read faster. That's encouraging. I want to build a morning routine too. Small habits make a big difference over time. A bus passes, but it isn't theirs. Not our best yet. That gives us more time to talk. Do you enjoy living in this neighborhood? Yes, it's calm but still close to the city center. I moved here recently, so I'm still discovering places. There's a bookstore nearby that you might like. It has a quiet reading corner. That sounds perfect for writing practice. Do you ever feel stuck creatively? Often. Some days I sit with my notebook and write nothing. What helps when that happens? I write about why I can't write. Somehow that works. That's surprisingly logical. Creativity sometimes needs passions more than inspiration. I like that idea. What do you usually do after work? I cook dinner, then write for 20 minutes before sleeping. That sounds like a peaceful routine. It helps me separate work life from personal time. I struggle with that because my workspace is at home. Maybe creating a small ritual could help, like walking outside after work. That's a good suggestion, a clear ending to the day. The bus finally appears in the distance. That should be ours. Yes, finally. They get on the bus and find seats. I'm glad we run into each other today. Me too. We barely talked during the course, but this feels easier now. Maybe because there's no teacher listening. Less pressure definitely helps. Do you plan to join another course soon? I'm thinking about an advanced conversation class next month. That sounds interesting. I was considering the same thing but wasn't sure. Maybe joining together would make it less intimidating. That would actually motivate me. Learning feels easier when you recognize at least one person in the room. Absolutely. The city lights pass outside the window. Even simple conversations like this feel like practice. Yes, and more natural than classroom exercises. I notice I hesitate less now than before. Same here, we're improving without noticing. Funny how we hardly spoke during 8 weeks of class, yet now we talk easily. Timing matters. Sometimes people connect later. This is my stop next. Mine is 2 stops after, but it was nice sharing the ride. Definitely. Maybe we should continue these conversations sometime. I like that. Maybe at that bookstore you mentioned. Perfect plan. See you soon, Claire. See you soon, Nathan. And don't forget to write tonight. I won't. This conversation already gave me ideas. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more simple and relaxing English practice. See you next time.